Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer.
Hey people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brit Boss, and today I'm gonna give you guys my call center experience. Like, what was it like working at call centers, and how did I manage going to school, going to college, that is, getting all these assignments done and working at the same time. Like, how did I manage, plus be there for my family, for my friends and everybody? I was never MIA in anybody's life. I was right there, and yeah, I did all that I needed to do. Like, it was really hard, but I did it. Yes, I'm so proud of myself. Like, every time I think about the whole process, I just... But guys, what was I going to say? So yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, click on that notification bell to be notified each time I post a new video. So it all started in 2014. Yeah, in 2014 I started college. So me never have no money. My parents never have no money saved put down. Me never know how me ever go to college. But I told myself that, Britannia, you need to go to college by any means. By any good means though, because me never gonna do nothing negative. Like, by any good means, you are going to go to college. So I signed up for college and everything. Me not even remember saying me sign up for college. And when me get the call say, hi Britannia, you have a test and an interview for Charter Teachers College, blah blah blah. And I said, General Star, me rush now. I tell mommy and daddy say, you know, me they apply for college and the people call me and I have the interview and stuff. So them still never know where the money I come from. Me still never know where the money I come from. But what? I needed to go to college. I needed this tertiary education. So what was I going to do? I was going by the grace of God. So guys, I went. Everything was successful. I got through. I passed tests. Everything. So here goes college. So you know, my daddy and me got college everything. My and my father, however them find it, would pay it. So if them find 20,000, would pay it. If them find 50,000, would pay it. So I thought that was enough. So we did just a pay we have. If I 10 grand have where I paid, 8 grand have where I paid, or just a pay, it wasn't enough for the college. So yeah, it being not enough for the college now, I had this breakdown in May of 2015. When I was supposed to complete year 1, I had this breakdown. I had this really embarrassing moment, and I sat and I cried and everything. I wasn't able to complete an exam that I had that day, and I was just at my breaking point, and I decided that, you know what, I'm over with this thing for a while. I'm gonna have to straighten out my pocket and come back at this. So you know, I'm gonna say, alright, I have to go back to the drawing board, find out how I'm gonna get money, and then come back, because I was never going to give up. Like, determined and dedicated, that is me. I was definitely not gonna give up. So I decided I'm going to straighten out something, rethink over things, go back to the drawing board, get a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever plans I needed to get this thing done. So I walked off the compound on that day. As I said, it was in May, sometime in May of 2015. I walked off the school compound feeling so depressed, everything. I was crying. I called my boyfriend, I was crying. I called my daddy, I was crying. Called my mommy, I was just crying. Like, I was just crying. So now I went home, and after a few days I thought about things and everything, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a job. So I was there applying for work, and I was like, will I ever get a job? I ended up reaching a point where I was like, I knew this lady that worked at a Burger King, she was a manager, and I was like, if it's even a Burger King work, me gonna do it, because me need to get them things here in my life straight. Like, I love getting my life straightened. I don't want to be a living mess, so I have to get things straightened. So I was there, and yeah, I was about to resort to the Burger King job when I got 2 calls on the same day for 2 interviews. So I was like, shit, how am I going to do these 2 interviews? And it was like, one was at 9, one was at 10, and where the locations were actually make it for one at 9 and one for 10, because I don't know how long the first one would take for me to be finished with and then get to go to the second. As I was saying, I didn't know when I was going to be finished with one to go to the other. So I was like, shit, how am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do? Anyways, what I did was, the first call that I got, I went to that first, and then for the second interview, I actually just called them back and tell them that, you know, I just actually checked on my schedule and thing, and I do have a doctor's appointment for this day. I didn't realize so and so. Can I come later to do the interview, like in the evening hours? And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem, whatever. Because I told them that I couldn't reschedule my appointments because I already did reschedule it. You know, you have to think fast, you have to come up with something. Can't find an excuse, because I really wanted a job and I wanted to do both interviews so I could at least secure one of the jobs. So anyways, I did that. I went to the first interview, everything. I didn't get through with that because I didn't have any experience in that field, and they needed me to do like a certificate kind of thing to get through with that job. So anyways, I didn't get through, and yeah. Then I went to the second interview in the evening. I did the test, everything, I got through, and I started working. I remember it was sometime in October, close to my birthday. So it was sometime in the first week of October, thereabout. I got the job and everything. I was so excited. You know, I was working for my birthday and everything. I could get what I wanted and stuff, because that's me. So yeah, I worked at that place. That was a call center, so I'm gonna say call center A, because I worked at 2 call centers. I'll give you other parts later down. So I would call it call center A. So call center A, I got the job and everything. The only 2 things I didn't like about that job was, one, I didn't like working in nights. I didn't like the shift kind of system where I would have shifts like 12 to 8:30 and 7 p.m. to 4 in the morning and so forth. I didn't like those shifts at all. And the other thing was that there's this other thing. Yeah, so I didn't like the hours, like the shift kind of system, and then I didn't like how some customers would treat people, like would treat us taking their calls. But I eventually found fix for both of them. Yeah, me fix them business right through. Like, me never gonna make them stress me out. So for the first issue, which was the shift thingy, whenever they would give me a late shift, like anything that would make me have to walk on the street to get to the bus stop at certain hours, I didn't like those shifts. So what I did was, they didn't really bum rush here. They didn't really have a big, it wasn't really, they weren't really strict at first. So what I would do, if I get a 12 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. shift, I would come in early in the morning like 9 and leave at 5, because I wanted a 9 to 5. once you did your 8.5 hours, it wouldn't be a problem to them, because we did our timesheet and then the supervisor would just approve it. So it wasn't really a problem because it was in the system that I did do 8.5 hours, so they didn't really watch the time. So even though it should have been from 12 to 8:30, and I did 9 to 5, they didn't really, 9 to 5:30, they wouldn't really, look at it anyway. So that was one of my fixes. So I fixed the hours myself. I worked the hours that I wanted to work, which was always earlier hours, because one, I didn't want to risk my safety walking on the street certain hours, because the work bus didn't take us home until like 10 o'clock in the night. So anything like if your shift finished 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, you have to get home yourself, and I wasn't risking that because that was my safety. I didn't want to get robbed or anything. The other one now, which was the customers giving attitude to us that was taking their calls, I had to fix that as well, and my fix to that was giving them back attitude. I remember, for example, asking customers to, we have to ask them verification questions to pull up their account. So I would say, guys, I worked for Amazon both times at each call center. So I would answer the phone saying, "Thank you for contacting Amazon customer service. You're speaking to Britannia. May I have your name, please?" They would give me their name, and then I would say, "Thank you so much for that. May I have your billing address, please?" They would give me their billing address, and then I would ask for their email address as well. Email address would be the first thing, so I can, name, you can do it either way. You can ask for name first because you have to address them properly, and email address is what we're going to use to pull up their account. So I had to ask for those 3 pieces of information to verify their account and everything. So the customer is like, because the customer was upset about some shit, like their package or whatever. So they were raging and going on badly. So I don't like that overall. Me don't like that. Don't talk to me any way you feel like you want to talk to me. Don't shout at me, yell at me, whatever you call it. Don't do it. Talk to me with respect, and I'll talk to you with respect back. Don't you guys think that's how it should work? That's how it should work for me. It's a two-way street. Show respect and you'll get respect. So the customer's raging and going on bad, yeah. So he was like, I don't remember if it's a he or she, but they were like, what else do you want? What else do you want? You ask me all these questions and you don't even want to answer. You don't even want to resolve my problems over there. So I was like, I'm about to get to your problem, but I have to verify these things first. They were like, what else do you want? Do you want my social? Do you want my eye color? Do you want what else do you want? Behaving bad. I was like, I had to shut that customer up. I was like, I asked for what I want, and for now I only want those three pieces of information that I already asked for. Why are you behaving like this? Like, I'm gonna resolve your problem. Just give me that time to. Give me the chance to. Like, you don't need to behave like this. So I had to fix those 2 issues that I was having with this call center at work. I had to fix my own shift, and then I had to let these customers know that I'm no walkover. You're not gonna treat me anyway because I'm the one that's helping you at the end of the day. So show me respect. So I fixed those 2 problems that I was having. That was basically it for working at call center A. I actually got redundant. After almost 2 years of working there, I got redundant. And this was at call center B now, working for Amazon again. So I was there, working and everything. And then, I don't know, one day it just came up. Like, usually when I used to see my classmates, my batchmates that I should have graduated with, I used to cry like, am I not going back to school? I just want to go back to school. When am I going to get my stuff straightened so I can go back to school? So it was always on my mind. Like, I always thought about it. So I knew that I had to go back to school. So when I started working at call center B now, I was there working, and then it was coming up to September. So I told my manager, like, Guys, he's such a good manager. He's one of the best managers ever you could ever find. Troy, big up yourself. I'm gonna ensure that I send this video to you directly so you can watch this. If you never watched another video, then Troy, you have to watch this. Big up yourself. So Troy ensured that I got the shift that I wanted to go back to school, because I decided that I'm going to work and go to school. Poor me, working and going to school, working at a call center at this. So I started going back to school. So going back to school now, my routine was like, well, Troy sorted out everything that I got 3 days off instead of 2. Usually it's 2 days off per week, but Troy sorted it out. I was working a part-time shift, and he worked it a way that I could get an extra day off. So I would work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. My day off would be Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And Saturday I would work the entire day, because Saturday I don't go to school. So while the other days I would go to work after I leave school, on a Saturday I would just wake up early and go to work and come off in the evening. So yeah, that's how it worked. I worked 4 days a week, got 3 days off. Because Sundays are most. Sundays are when I cook, clean, everything, straighten out stuff for school to go back to school on Monday. And then Thursday I just wanted to stay home after I leave school, wanted to just go straight home. Friday, Friday after school and stuff, you just want to relax your mind and stuff. So I didn't want to go to work on a Friday either, so I selected Thursday and Friday, and then I got the Sunday. So I went to school, everything. My routines were basically, my routine was basically waking up at 6 in the morning, get ready for school, go to school, sit and listen to some boring lectures. Like, some lectures are really boring, and while some, it's fun and stuff, interactive and whatever. So I went to school. So I'm telling you, wake up 6 o'clock. Make sure I keep track, for sure. Bag of things I'm gonna go through. I woke up at 6 in the mornings. I had to, get myself ready for the school, start up my uniform, pack up my bag, whatever. Yeah, so I have to reach school like sometimes at 8, and then so wake up 6, get ready to reach. I would have to wake up at 6, leave out probably like 7:15, 7:30 to get to school by 8 or look after 8, so forth, depending on the time of class, the time the class was going to start, my first class. Yeah, so I would have to wake up and get ready for that timing. Usually it's mainly 8 o'clock, so I have to get up and ready for 8. After that, now school would finish probably like at 3, and I wouldn't have work until like 6. So I would have to kill time at school, because I didn't want to go home and then go to work, because probably if me go home, me just have to go in my bed and work never gonna see me. But I needed to train myself, because I needed to make this money. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay back at school, kill some time. If I had an assignment to do, I would spend some time doing that assignment or a group work or something. Or I would probably just go to my friend's room. Yeah, Brianna, big up yourself. I have to go to my friend's room and sleep, because she lived on. So I could just go to her room, sleep while I was killing time to go to work. Set my alarm and everything, so I could wake up in time to take a taxi to go to work. So, kill some time, leave out, go to work. Work from 6 to 10, wait on the bus to take me home. May I tell you, you see that look of 4 hours they with me there, work from 6 to 10? Why? Sorry, me telling you, me love my eye, as 8 o'clock come, me ready for sleeping. So I don't know how that work out. Me have buck down the place. Sometimes I even sleep talk to the people. I would be like, "Keep calling them from customer service. How may I assist you today?" customer did talk and attack and attack and attack. And at the point where the customer stopped talking now and is now waiting for my response now, me jump up and say, there was a technical difficulty just now. I wasn't able to hear you. Can you just repeat what you said, please? Because me never hear the customer is soon not like. I had a lot of those moments, like people, a lot of those moments, cause me tired, my body just overworked. And mark you, I wasn't really taking any iron tablets or anything. Though I eat vegetable and stuff, so I was eating vegetables and whatever, but I wasn't taking any iron tablets, any form of supplement. I wasn't taking any of those. So me just did go off of the food that me did eat and the built up energy what my body have in store. That's all. We never have no additional energy. I don't drink energy drinks, so me never did I drink energy drinks. Me don't really drink coffee, so I wasn't drinking coffee to that. So yeah, just normal energy what my body have. That's all I was going off of. So now, yeah, that was it. My workout the 4 hours after I done book and whatever 4 hours done. I'm excited. Like my co-workers, team MVP, big up on yourself, team MVP. Una know say me love Uno. I know Una love me too. The majority of Una, I care Una love me for MVP. That's phone of business. But I know say the majority of MVP love me. They watch my channel. They support me. I love Una MVP all the time. We are always the best. So that was my team at call center B, guys. They were like family to me. Like they're still family, like the majority of them. So yeah, I would work the 4 hours, stressed out, tired, want to go home. At the end of the day, you know it's time to go home. I had the bus came at 10, it left at 10:20, and this is PM running right now. Left at 10:20. If them feel like, or if there's delay or whatever. Me always interested me reach outside on time because me want to go my yard and me now wait for the 11 o'clock bus. I'm taking this 10 o'clock bus. So you know the bus have the all around town because them do all kind of drop offs. So sometimes I would reach home at 11 or after 11, and then now I would be so like going on my bed, and I had to come off of the bus and go down on my gate. I had to do that. I was scared and everything because I already telling you in the first part, I don't like risking my life. I don't like working too late. I don't like walking on the road too late. So now, I get home now at say 11:30 or 11:15 or after 11. If I had assignments to do, I would have to do that assignment before I go to bed, especially if it's due soon. So I'm not going to my bed till around bad 1 o'clock. So I'm done telling the same of me. I like sleep, haunting me, sleep just drag me down. So guys, I had to just be strong, get the work over, and then go to sleep. Probably catch like a 5-hour sleep to wake up 6 o'clock again the next morning to go to school again and to start this process over. I could not wait for Thursdays to come because I know I would be off. After I leave school on a Thursday, I could just go straight home, get some sleep. And Friday, after I leave school as well, I would just get some sleep. Saturday, full day now at work, and then Sunday, full day at home. People, tired, drained, dragged, lazy. Not even lazy, like fully tired. Like those words are just understatements. Those could not explain how I was feeling or how I felt each week or each day, going over this. But what? I know that I had a goal in mind. I know that I had to finish school. I know that I had to be great. I know that I had to help my parents, help my family. I know I had to start creating this life that I wanted to see my children grow up in. I know that I wanted to create this life, this life so that when I become a mother and a wife and everything, it would just fall in place. It wouldn't be new to me. I wouldn't be learning. I would have already gone through all these trials and everything, so I know what it was like. This basically strengthened me. It was really hard. A lot of persons were like, when I told them my story that I was going to school and working at the same time, they were like, Brit, oh you do that? Like, girl, like look how much assignments we have. Like, we barely have time. Like, I'm not working. They would say this to me now, like, I'm not working and I'm so drained and can't even find time to do things. How do you do this? I was like, girl, I have a goal. Poverty is not what I want to live in for the rest of my life. Because yeah, I'm not rich. Like, I'm not the poorest, but I'm not rich. So I decided, you know, I could not live a poor life for the rest of my life. I wanted not a extravagant life, but a comfortable life. I don't want nobody pre-pay me and say that girl, you know, she have a big house and a big car and you know, she kinda live too lavish. No, I don't want them pre-pay me. But I want to live comfortable. I want to have my house and my car and you know, my picking them comfortable, my husband comfortable, me comfortable, my family comfortable, everybody comfortable. So I wanted that. I want a comfortable life. Still working towards it. So yeah, I had to do all those and we did have to go through that. Like, I no longer work and go to school. I had to stop in the last off because I didn't want my body to be too strained, too drained. I didn't want to have a mental breakdown. So I said, you know, enough is enough. I think I've had enough. I'm gonna break my body from this. I'm going to take a break. I'm almost finished because at this point now I was almost finished with college. So I said I can go through these few months, you know, this last bit of it and just be done with it. Like, I can be, you know, manage to finish school and stuff. So guys, it was really hard, but remember, anything you want in life, go for it. Be determined. Don't listen to anybody. Don't let anybody stress you out. Don't let anybody drain you. Don't let anybody belittle you. Don't let them tell you say you can't do it. Like, you can do it. Believe in yourself. Do it. I believed in myself. My family believed in me. My friends believed in me. And I did it. I am now finished with school basically. And yeah, yes. Be determined. Go for what you want. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You can be great. You can get through it. It's just a matter of time. Just push through and trust the process. I pray a lot. I prayed throughout the process. Before going to bed at night, I would pray, Lord. I would put my assignments in front of him. I would put everything in front of him. My life, what I was going through at the time, I still do it to know. Like, put them to God. Like, he knows best and he can handle it. You may not be able to handle it. You may not have the resources to handle it, but he can. Put it to him. I prayed. I pray up myself. I pray up my friend. I pray up my assignments. I pray up my family. I just pray up everything and everybody. And it worked out. Like, it worked out, guys. So guys, that was it. Working at call centers and going to school. It was not easy, but I did it. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Click that notification bell to be notified each time I post another video. Guys, peace, love, strength, and prayer above everything. Big up on yourself.